Hey everybody, AJ Morris here again, and in this video I wanted to kind of go deeper into using Canva, specifically using Canva for creating a social media post image. That's what we'll be doing in this video, and you should be able to see kind of how you can go about selecting an image and creating it. So we'll go ahead and get started here. So I want to create a Facebook image for a weekly Q&A meeting video call that we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks at iThemes. And so that's kind of the thing I need created is communicating that. We're actually going to be doing two Facebook Live and YouTube Live videos, one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and we'll be using that time to be able to just be available, right? Q&A style, pieces of information, and different team members will kind of rotate in and whatnot. It will join myself through that time. So what I want to do is, if you go to recommended for you, you can see a lot of the, these are just ones that people are going to do. You could do a search, but I saw Instagram down here. And I like to typically Instagram has a nice square image that looks really well for most images or most platforms. There are some Facebook posts as well. We'll go ahead and try checking out Facebook ones instead, just to see what they have here. And one of the things that I look for in some of these pre-made designs is just something that kind of goes with our style. So if you look at ithemes.com and you kind of go over to the blog, you'll see that we're using this type of imagery a lot more. And if you even go over to like training, you'll see that we're using that kind of image. We've got some interesting geometric type backgrounds. You can even see some of the imagery here as well. And so that's kind of where we're going. And that's kind of where I want to go with this graphic. So I'm trying to find something that would look pretty well for us. And one of the things I really like about Canva is that there's just tons of options for you. So scrolling through here, you can see all sorts of options. There's some with images in the background. I'm not going to do something with an image. I might pull in a graphic of my own. So I'm just kind of trying to look here. Not seeing anything down towards the bottom. I saw a couple options at the top, so let me go back. This is kind of something that we like. We've got some gradient like graphics, gradient in the background. I can pull that image out. So this one's a nice one I like. I like this Super's favorite outfits as well. I kind of like that like circle, multi-gradient lined option. So looks like there's a few here. I like this one too. There's a few options of gradients here. So I'm going to start actually with this one and start here. It's going to give you a lot of other options. I'm gonna go ahead and delete those because I only want one page right now. So we'll go with this one. I'm gonna name it so weekly Q&A chat. Actually, we'll do Q&A Zoom calls. So that's kind of where we're at. And then I'm gonna click on the like graphic here, and you'll see the colors. One of the things I need to do is I want to pull some of these colors in. Not that one, but this one I'll pull in. and we'll use that. I don't have it in this free account. We do have a Canva Pro account, but I'm trying to use free to show you what you can do with everything. So here's that one. I do want a blue. We'll pick like a light blue option there. So something like that. I kind of like that look. So we'll make sure that we do that to all of these as well. And then there we go. So again, I'm just going through and kind of changing those colors, playing around with some different options as well. Okay, so all right, so there we go. I'm liking that. I do want to change this background a little bit as well. We have a brand color that we use, so I'll try to use that. See what that looks like in this. All right, that looks a little bit brighter and a little wider. Options. I'm kind of liking this. What I might do is I might just kind of move some of the graphics around a little bit just to kind of get the space that I want. I'm going to actually get rid of all of that because I'm going to put my own in there, and I want to have some room. So I'm going to go in here to text, add a heading, and say join us for a weekly Q&A. I want to change the font to be maybe bring another color in. No. No. All right, so we're going to go with a white. And I don't like that font, so we're going to look through here and see what we can find. All right, so trying to just put some things together. We'll just get that up and maybe make the text a little smaller because I've got more things I want to put on there. So trying to do that. All right, so we've got our text. I might fiddle with this some more before I'm finished. I'm not 100% convinced I like that font choice yet, but I want to get the rest of the information on here and then start playing with it. So we'll add another heading and we'll say let's see, we're going to do 9 a.m. and we'll do 2 p.m. Excuse me. No, we'll do 3 p.m. Central Time. So we'll do that. Let's drop that font down. We'll make that a little smaller. I'm going to use white for that as well. Look for another font that I might like. Definitely don't like that one. That one I kind of like, so maybe we'll go with something like that. So I'm just kind of putting it on somewhere in here. That might make sense there. This is getting some weird moving around when I try to drag it. You can use your arrow keys to do this. So I want to change this to a different font. I'm actually going to use that other font down there. So actually I'll show you what you can do is copy this over to here. So there's how you kind of copy the styles. I had this text a little bit bigger, so we'll make it a little bigger and up there. Okay, I got some more text I want to put in, so let's copy and paste. That way we have all of our styles for this size. And we want to just kind of think of some of the rest of the text, which is really so let's change that font down a little bit smaller, because it's important text to have, but not the most important. So we'll bring that in. That looks like this might need to come up some. Kind of like this, splitting the lines. So might make this the middle there. Bring that up a little bit. Copy that once more, because I want to put something down here. And that way we've got that. So a couple things I noticed right off the bat is these font sizes are great. This makes sense. This I think is probably a little bit too big, so I'm going to bring that down a little. This is definitely too big, so I'm going to probably pull that to like a 42. Trying to make that a little bit cleaner. So then we'll get that in the center. Get this one in the center. Actually, let's do this. So I'll go center. So that centers everything and horizontally. And then what I want to do is make sure this one is in the middle. And then what I'm going to do is probably drop that one down a little. Drop that one down one. Drop that one down. Space between the bottom of weekly and the top of AM. And the bottom of AM and the top of here where the B and the L's are. That's about right. So that makes sense. The last thing I probably want to do is upload a logo. And I don't know. Let's see here a second if I have a white logo. Reason I say that is just because I do have it on our other one, on my main account, but I don't know that I have it here. So I apologize. I'm trying to do this off screen, just so that you don't see all of the content that I have in my folders. And that is typically a little hard to do, but I'm managing okay. So let's see. I'm gonna go to uploads here, and I've got a whole folder of logos. So I'm just gonna upload all of them, and you'll see this is an easy way to kind of upload them. And you'll see them kind of going through and uploading. So some of them have like a white background, some of them don't. In this case, I wanted to use a white logo, so I'll use that. I want to resize it down quite a bit, and I did not do it the way I wanted to. So if you're used to like resizing, it's going to resize images automatically width and height so that it's proportional. In some other applications like this, you might have to use the Shift key to do that. Don't do that, because when you do, you're going to crop. That's what you end up doing. And so You can kind of see how I'm cropping it down. So if you let go of it, you can just resize. I just want it something a little small, and I want to kind of put it down here in the corner. There we go. So that's what I'm looking at. I think that looks okay. I will probably tweak this a little bit more. It does look a little wordy to me. Something I might do real quick to break that up is also add another kind of bubble element. Put it all the way to the back behind the text. And then what I might do is kind of put a transparency effect on it. I might rotate it a little bit like that. Okay, that looks pretty good. This chat spacing, the letter spacing might need to just be brought out a little bit on the smaller text. So we'll copy that one and apply it to that one. There we go. So that's probably good. I might even look at doing a different color altogether. No, I'll go ahead and use what I got. I'll just add a little bit more transparency to it. I just don't want it to be so bright. So that's what it is. So now that I'm ready, because this is a Facebook, this was a Facebook post. It's like, hey, do you want to publish to Facebook? I don't want to publish right to Facebook. I'm just going to download it. So I'll download it as a ping. Go ahead and download that. It's going to name the file what I named it up here. So it is called weekly. You can see it here, weekly Q&A Zoom calls. So that's what I can then post up to Facebook and schedule my posts out so that I have this out, and then I will probably tweak this. You know, if I want to tweak it and maybe do like join us this Friday or something, I can double it, you know, duplicate it, come in here, say join us this Friday. Do a little bit of positioning there. So now I've got one for join us this Friday, so I can download it as well. I can just do the second one since I already have the first one. And it's going to go ahead and download. I'll bring this up so you can see it. So now you'll see here is number 1. Here's number 2. And I'm ready to go. So that's how you can use Canva to really set up your social media posts and get some images out of it. So hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and be on the lookout for more Canva related how-tos as well.